Hey everybody, JB Sports Thrift with you. Hope everybody's doing good today. Look, I just left out of a vendor mall up here, town north of me. I'm right on the road here and there's trucks and everything. So if you hear the noise and see the stuff behind me, that's what's going on. But real quick, I went in there and it was a booth that I've dealt with these people before, good people, good down to earth people actually. And they had a bunch of just packs of junk wax baseball, but they were $1 a pack. So my grandson's kind of wanting to get in. He just like, Poppy, I want some cards. So I figured, why not? You know, there was a couple in here that kind of caught my eye. I said, I'll buy, you know, I spent $4. I've got probably, I don't know, what would you, I don't know what y'all would guesstimate, but what'd you say, 400 cards, 500 cards for $1? I mean, for $4. And, you know, you can tell a lot of them's boogered up and got spots on them, like this right here. That's that Conlon collection. You see a couple spots right there. You know, a lot of junk wax. But again, there's always a method to my madness. On the back here is a Texas Rangers checklist, and I can see it's got Juan Gonzalez on it. So I'm like, hey, for $1, I don't mind that card. And just kind of looking in here best I can. Again, I see a Top Stadium Club. I saw one, it was like an upper deck card in one of these. There's Diamond Kings and stuff. You know, just, again, for $4. The main thing's for my grandson. But I figured, heck, I'll open this up myself and see what we got here. So it's going to take me a minute. If you look, they zip tie, so I can't unzip it, you know, with the zip tie there. So I don't know if I got anything to actually cut it open with right here handy. You know what I'm going to do, as bad as I hate to, I may end up just having to rip the bag. I got stuff in the back, but I don't have anything right here handy. I work out of my car with my job some, and I got tools, but I don't see. Sorry for this, guys. I thought I was more prepared, but anyway, thought I had some pliers or something to cut with, but I don't. So what we're gonna do, and I hate to do this to the bags, but I'm just gonna rip them open so we can get a little reveal here. Again, for $1, as I've said before, I'm not expecting much. You know, some of the cards are kind of bent and boogered, but again, like the mystery packs I've complained about before, you can't tell. These you could tell. They've got them packed real loose. And I'm not going to sit here and go through every card with y'all, but I'm still trying to put together a 1993 Topps set. I mean, so I saw some in here. There's a Howard Johnson. There's a Mo Vaughn, Darren Dalton. I'm pretty sure I've got these cards, but when I see some in there, I'm like, hey, there might be a shot at a card I need. So that's kind of goes into my thought process. Just kind of glam. It's going to take me a minute to look, but I'm not going to show y'all every card. It's just a lot of junk wax, and you know, if it's not a big name or somebody I like or collect, really, I'm going to just keep moving here best I can. I'm happy. Got a John Smoltz. You know, I'm a Braves collector, so I mean, there's a Smoltz. There's Terry Pendleton. I can see this studio card, Darren White. Okay. Couldn't tell in the package what it was. I knew what it was. I didn't know who it was, if that makes sense. There's some yellow fleer. We already know what that means. So, hey, there's a Gary Sheffield. I'll take Sheffield. There's a place down in Louisiana we was wanting to go to. My wife said later this evening, we'll go down there, and I know they've got some packs of cards. I don't know the prices. There's 2 or 3 vendors in there that has cards. One guy has cards in top loaders, like singles. I saw another one that has packs like this, but they look like modern football. Don't know, but we're gonna go check it out, and you know, I might have some more here later. But here back to the 93 Topps again. still need some cards. I don't know if any of those are what I need or not, but for $1, I'll take that shot. And guys, this looks like wow. Okay. It's the old Upper Deck Looney Tunes cards featuring Nolan Ryan. That's going in the personal collection. Hey, and while we're at it, oh, here's one's got Yosemite Sam. I'm trying to see who that is on the back. I can't tell, like some kind of puzzle piece there. I'm not sure. But with the Smoltz and the Nolan Ryan, I'm already happy on this pack for $1. Or Cecil Fielder. Kevin Mitchell on the Kmart Superstars. Again, not expecting a lot, but I'm already surprised with what I have. Not that it's huge, but it's cards I'm interested in. Like I said, there's still plenty of, I'm seeing 93 tops. There's some of the 91 Fleer everybody just loves. There's some tops 40. I've still got a few of those that I need. Kenny Lofton Performers. But again, guys, oh man, and I have this card, and it's a little rough, but recently passed. I'll take a Bobby Cox. Oh, excuse me, guys. Hey, there's a Mark Grace on the Upper Deck. I'll take that. I mean, I have it, but it's, you know. I'd like to get lucky and at least pull somebody like a Frank Thomas or something. Nothing huge, but I do like the Nolan Ryan. I do like the John Smoltz. And again, I mean, for $1, I'm not expecting too much, and my grandson will end up with a lot of these. There's just a few that I want. What me and my buddy call finder's fee. You know, I get something because I found them. But he's fixing to get a big stack of them. So here's Cleveland Stadium. I like them stadium pictures. They're kind of cool. Let me know, guys. I mean, when you see a pack for $1, I mean, would you get them? I mean, I know some of them I could tell is kind of boogered up and all that, but I mean, I know I complained on the other one because you get 6 cards for $1, and I mean, these have a couple corners that are boogered. I'm talking the ones that's just so obvious that it shouldn't even be in the bag. I mean, he's got them for $1 for a reason. Well, same with this, but it wasn't packaged up like it's all great cards in here. There's Chris Sabo. I like these. I like a lot of these old checklist cards, like artsy looking cards. There's Dave Stewart, looks like. Is that Gary Gaetti? Hey, there's a Rafael Palmeiro. Got a buddy of mine. He likes Will Clark and Rafael Palmeiro. You know who you are if you're watching this video. I got 2 of them. That may end up in your package. There's an award winner. Who is that? Roberto Alomar. I'll take that. It's a neat card. There's a story behind old Lee Guterman. So y'all, if you've watched my other videos, you've heard me talk about Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie card. This wasn't the card, but he had like 4 Griffey Jr. rookie cards, $89, and I traded him a 91 Upper Deck Lee Guterman for one of his. He liked the Yankees. He thought it was a cool looking card. I said, man, are you sure? He said, yeah, I'll make these. He said, I got 4. I still give him a hard time, but I think I come out on that deal. But anyway, I wasn't trying to rob him. He wanted to make the deal, so we did. There's a Sport Flicks. Steve Bouchel. Oh, excuse me, guys. Hey, Mark Grace on the collector books. I saw that, and I couldn't tell who it was, but I knew it was a collector books. I mean, they're not worth a lot, but cool. I mean, he usually had decent names as far as who was featured on there. Rich Gedman standing there like the bat boy, protecting the bats. Don't touch my bats. It's Carlton Fisk. There's another Fisk on the art checklist card. And I got it too because I saw some football cards, but there's Terry McDaniel. There's a Benny Bingo, you know, the old Conlon cards. I actually like them. Travis Jackson. Of course, you know, I got friends. Well, I got acquainted. Well, I don't want to sound like I'm talking bad about somebody. I'm trying to be careful. But he tried to tell me one time it was a Babe Ruth card that was worth all this because it said 1935 on there. And I had explained to him those Conlon cards were made in 1991. And they're just not, just the year is the year that person played. That ain't the year of the card. And he looked it up and gave me a look like, well, maybe he does know what he's talking about. But anyway, I don't think I have this Juan Gonzalez card. That was why I bought the pack. I just think that's cool. So let's see, out of there we had that, and I think the other one I saw a while ago I liked. There was a couple. Oh, that Mark Grace collector book. So again, if I can get 2 or 3 cards out of the pack for $1, I'm happy. And my grandson will get loaded up, and he'll be thrilled just to have, Poppy, I don't care if they're not anybody. I don't care if they're boogered. I just want some cards. All right, buddy. Hey, when I see a bunch for $1, I'll hook him up. And when they're like this, if he gets them, plays with them, tears them up, I mean, $4. Let him have fun, you know. But he's watching me. He tries to take care of them and all of that good stuff. So I got to give him that. But these are stuff he can practice on. Now, here's the worst card I've seen yet. It's just got that crease in it there. But '93 Donruss. I need some more of them, so doubt I needed that one. There's a Kmart Superstars. Ken Herbeck on the Electric Diamond. That's, I'm not saying it's worth a lot, but that's kind of cool with the Edgar Martinez on the Sport Flicks. Okay. I'll take a Paul Molitor. Derek Bell, Jose Vizcaíno, Joey Cora, Wilson Alvarez, Willie Banks. Come on now. And some of these got paper loss where they were stuck, but thankfully nobody big named in there. Okay, here's the little Upper Deck football checklist card I saw. I just saw the back and I didn't know if something was on the front or what. Ken Griffey Sr. on the 89 tops. Andy Van Slyke for you Pirates fans. Yeah, I saw these 90 Fleer, but I said I know I can't be lucky enough to catch a Cal Ripken stuck away in there. I mean, Billy Ripken stuck in there. If you guys are just hanging out watching me look through cards and you're still here, hey, give me a like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate you hanging with me. I mean, these are kind of the things. I don't mind dropping $3 or $4, and you don't know, it might be a needle in the haystack. So that's that I don't mind at all. I enjoy. I hate dropping $1 when you get 5 cards and 4 of them's messed up. But I don't mind dropping $1 when you get 100 cards and 1 or 2's messed up. See, like here's a Honus Wagner. Y'all have heard of Honus Wagner, and you see how on the bottom it says 1939. I had to educate my buddy and tell him that's not the year of the card. If you look on the back, I believe it's 1991. Look down there in the bottom corner there. I can get it focused right in here. It says 1991, I believe. My blind buck can't see that close, but it's not a 1939 card. I mean, if that's the case, that's 1928. We're really doing good. What did we get? A Paul Molitor out of there? I mean, I'm finding a couple that'll go in my PC. And then a bunch of them that'll put a smile on his face, whether they're anybody or not. He likes to sort. He likes to organize, sort them by name, sort them by year. Nothing else, it'll be worth letting him do that. So, and let's face it, guys, we want this hobby to continue. We pass it on, and if they're interested, you help them out. So I've got one of these already. So Ron Gant, Diamond Kings. He actually, if you send him through the mail, he will autograph for free. And I saw a picture where somebody sent one of these and he autographed it in a blue Sharpie. And it looked good. And I'm like, man, to get a Ron Gant auto, so that's what I think of every time. There's a bunch of Diamond Kings. There's a Bob Welch, Kurt Stillwell, 90 Downing, Dave Parker. There's a Hall of Famer. Bobby Thigpen. Bunch of Diamond Kings. Nothing big. I mean, I'd like to see a Griffey or something like that, but I'll go through them when I get home like they are, because if I go ahead and sort them, that takes the fun out for him. There's another Conlon. Who is that? Ivy Wingo. Football, Freeman McNeil, Willie Gault, Danny Stubbs, Jim Jeffcoat, Will Wolford, Chris Singleton, Chet Brooks, Lewis Oliver, Trace Armstrong. Looks like nobody really big. Oh, Goose, oh, Tony Siragusa. There's an Ernest Biner game breaker. I got a couple of game breakers. I don't know if I have his. Hey, that's a cool Franco Harris. Got to cheat on the rest one. Hell, I could recognize Franco. The rest of them, I'm like, I better look. Willie Gault, Max Montoya. There's some pro set, but I can see a couple of these pro set cards in there, and I still need a couple, so I knew there was some football in here too. That's why I grabbed this box. Don't see anybody just huge, but like some Cleveland Browns back here. Okay, so again, guys, I know $4, but you see how long it took me to go through them. And this purchase wasn't necessarily as much, oh, I'm buying for my collection, and then I'd be frustrated. But I mean, first of all, it's packed loosely. You could look and kind of get an idea of what was in there. But this was mainly about my grandson. You know, he's wanting some cards, and, you know, for that price, and stuff that even if he loses them, $4, let the kid have fun. They're already boogered. He ain't gonna hurt them. Problem is, he wants my penny sleeves and top loaders. I'm like, son, not for those boogered cards, you're not for them no-namers. But anyway, guys, hey, I just want to get something out there. As always, the deals are there. Just look. He's got more packs in there for $1, but nothing that really, like I said, this wasn't about me today on this. Now, mine will be later when we go, and it'll be a future video, but hopefully I'll be able to find some stuff down there. I know there's 2 or 3 places down there with cards in this vendor mall we're going to, so see what we find if we get lucky. But anyway, man, 21 minutes. If you guys are watching, you guys are awesome. All right? I appreciate you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And like I always say, you like to do... back up. Sorry, guys. You collect what you like to collect. And most importantly, God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.